Oettinger Davidoff is a company that has now passed its 140th anniversary, so steeped in tradition, but also trying to be a company that is not a prisoner of its history, but trying to leverage it to manage the future. And I think, we have been in travel retail now for decades, and it is a very important part of the company's business. It's currently 15%. We hope, I think, it could go towards the 20% mark. So it's a very, very important channel for us. We obviously fit in the category in the sense that we are the most premium brand, and we have obviously over the past years in particular really premiumized, I would say, the category in terms of coming out with vintage cigars, in terms of coming out with very high-end limited editions, and very importantly also that we have invested heavily in our own retail footprint within travel retail. Recently opened in Frankfurt, a couple of months ago in Changi Airport in Singapore, and we're now having our own footprint in all regions of the world. So a very, I would say, an important piece of our business, and I think we're an important player today that is giving new energy to the overall tobacco category. I mean, one of our very, very clear strategic intents was to, 5-6 years ago, was really to become the undisputed leader in innovation in terms of new products on the one hand, but also commercial innovations in terms of retail layout, engagement per square meter, engagement with consumers, ideas per square meter, and so on and so forth. So maneuvering in this very strict legislative environment is obviously our key challenge, but I think that we have shown that you can still within that framework be innovative, and people are obviously looking at our brand as a brand in that very exciting or controversial intersection between tobacco and luxury, right? And obviously we are a luxury brand in our particular category, and that I think is helping us from a consumer's perspective to move beyond whatever legislative restrictions that we might have. But clearly this is not getting easier, it is not getting less. On the contrary, we have new legislative initiatives both in the European Union and by the FDA in the Americas. So that is part of our life and an important part of our life. Well, I'm fundamentally positive because the underlying numbers are positive. Passenger growth is still there. New airports are coming on stream. We have new projects in the pipeline. But as we know, it is a more and more fragile business. I mean, terrorist attacks, unsettlement, uncertainty in certain parts of the world is obviously putting a damper on the optimism. But fundamentally, the business model, the attractiveness of this channel is there, and we are going to make it to its fullest. And I am still very optimistic about the cigar category in the sense that it is a very, very small category, but it is an attractive category also for the operators, because the individual who spends money on an expensive box of cigars is a very likely shopper in spirits and chocolate and fragrance. So the average spend from our customers is attractive too, and that's why I think we still will have a good space and presence in travel retail.